I need to have some place to hang this guy until we can get something built. Why are you biting me? She just flew up and bit me. Come here. There. Now I have a pet chicken for a minute. In the meantime, I am going to finagle a way to get that T-post to hang on those. Gonna have to set it up so it's the right size. I think it might have to go up a little bit higher, but I need to set it up so it's the right height so that they can get into it accessibly or easily, I guess is the correct term to use. What do you think about that? You're not hungry because you have plenty of food. In there and in there. And I need to get some more of those. Probably end up hanging them in the same place that I hang the waters. As you can tell, it gets pretty nasty. We come out here on Sundays and deep clean this. And then I try to get the chicken poop cleaned up. Why'd you bite me, Missy? Just curious. Don't wear red nail polish in your chicken coop, like ever. Okay, so I'm going to attempt that, and then I will show you guys the end result. Look at Clark, isn't he cute? Snacks. There's snacks in there. That right there is why I had started doing this, if you can see, so that he can't stick his nose in there, because I'm afraid he's going to hang himself. But there's a lot of squares to have to do, and this right here, I did it all the way up there because he kept sticking his head in, like right about there, and I was so worried that he would lose his grip on that, on the climber, and hang himself. Whereas here, he has foot grips to be able to get down. So, still dangerous, just not as dangerous, because he's a naughty goat. And just like that, they already have it figured out. For the most part. Hey, smart ones. My only problem with this is that three of the nubbies are on the other side. So, I think, one. So there's 3 nubbies altogether. There's one here. Quit pecking me. There's one there. And there's one here. And then there's another one on the other side. So that's going to be my only problem for right now, but at least they have water. I'm going to fill up their other water containers, but they've been freezing. So I have to take 2 out and bring 2 in every 4 or 5 hours in order for it not to freeze. So it's a process. I think maybe I'll build something. See, that's what I'm afraid of. So I don't want them roosting on it. So I'll have to make like a little roof. Or a roof, as most of you would say, depending on where you're located. I'm going to have to build a roof on it so they can't perch, because they will poop all over that and that thing will get nasty. Although the little nubs are covered, so that is a plus. Let's see how long it takes them. I mean, they're sitting there watching each other, so maybe. There's that. You're not supposed to be up there, chicken head. And I do have little bracelets coming for their feet, so I can actually identify them. We can name them, because as you can tell, they're twinsies. A lot of them are. So they don't have names. Get this out of here before you guys make it nasty. We'll see. At least they'll have nice warm water now. I don't know how that's going to work with my garlic solution. I normally take a clove of garlic and chop it all up real fine and put it in their water. And in those, it'll just come right out the bottom. But I'm afraid that it would clog up the thing. So we'll just have to go back to apple cider vinegar. A lot more expensive, but also more effective. And I'm okay with that for healthy chickens. Look at them all. Queenie. I'm not sure. I mean, there's some other ones that are hunched over and they're pecking her still. It's going to be a day, isn't it? Sir Eric, also known as Ursula. And there's Red. Not Red, that's Gail. I lost Red. You guys probably didn't know that, but we had a lice infestation. And we lost Red before I caught on what it was. I'm normally really, really good about checking the girls. We did have some pigeons in here, so I should have been checking them weekly. And I just kind of forgot about it. Bad chicken owner. And I lost my favorite girl. Then in the meantime, while I was boo-hooing and being all sad, Miss Queenie doesn't like people crying, so she will actually come up to you when she feels you being sad. And she became my new queen. That's how she got her name, Queen Elizabeth. So she might have to go back inside. I'll watch her and see. She was getting mighty lonely in there. I had a mirror in front of her. She kept pecking at the mirror, making noises at the mirror. It just wasn't enough for her. She needs socialization, so we brought her back out. She is healed up. I'm not quite sure why they're pecking at her still. So, there's that. 6 minutes later. That's my review on this amazing poultry drinker. Day 1. And someone found some plastic. That's why I like to hang out. Especially when you get something new, you introduce something new to the coop. You always want to stay in the vicinity, because there's always something that you'll miss. And that could kill somebody. She would choke on that. So I'm going to come back over and do my goat thing. If you give them a little bit of time, they'll do their inspecting and they'll let you know what you did wrong. Quickly. Won't you? Yep, so there's that. And we're back. We got a girl back there laying an eggie. They sit in those other ones, but no one ever lays an egg in any of the other ones. I made those ones kind of smaller for the littler girls because they're all due to... Yeah, see, she jumped down. No egg. Which they're not technically supposed to be laying right now. I'm not expecting them to because they're recovering from the lice infestation. Their coop is a little bit dirty. They are a little miffed about the water change up. I've been slacking because I've been over there with them and not so much in here with these guys. So I don't expect them to lay much. I did change up their food process because, as you can tell, there's still feed on the ground and I don't want them eating off the ground. But the last feeder that I had, this guy right here, they jump up on it and they knock it over. If I hang it, they won't eat out of it. They refuse. They want to eat on the ground. Where's he at? Cookie. Right there. That guy right there. He's the guilty party. So what he does, if it's hanging, he will actually stand underneath it with his back and puff up his head and knock it over sideways. So all of this feed goes literally everywhere. So there's a lot of people that do feed their chickens off the ground. I prefer not to because that's how you get, I believe it's called coccidiosis. My daughter is the chicken whisperer, not me. She tells me what to do and I do it. So this is supposed to be, oh, tell me this isn't just feed. It is. Oh, we got some down in the bottom. If you see in there, there's a little bit of sunflower seeds and a little bit of corn. But mostly that high protein corn feed, or chicken feed. Because they are recovering, I wanted to give them more protein. You guys are going to poop in my feed. And that's what I'm trying to deter. You see that they're eating all of the sunflower seeds and the corn first. I know sunflower seeds are very good for chickens. I just can't remember what it has in it. Psyllium, I think. And something else for chickens. Whoa! Okay, I am going to get their chicken feed bin cleaned out. Let's see how dirty it is. Not too bad. Got a little bit of chicken poop right there, but it'll be alright. Okay, I'm back. So I've been doing about 2.5 gallons. I don't even know what that would be in chicken terms, but that 5-gallon jug over there, I do half of that a day. And for the most part, I pour that in here. Because my daughter said they need extra protein right now. My daughter, meaning Alexa, she's the one that's on chicken detail. But when she's at school, guess who's out with the animals? And Clark's gonna go nuts here for a minute. He always gets back out though. He knows exactly. Especially if I walk over there. Chin first, dude. Chin first. And there's Louie. My flash must be on because her eyes are green. Okay. So, now that that's that, I was in the goat pen. I gave the girls some more alpha pellets. Didn't we, Daisy? See if I can turn this flash off. There we go. How's that? I have a couple of chickens I need to catch. 2, 3, 4 chickens I have to catch and throw them over. Clark needs some fresh hay. And it looks like he pooped a lot last night. We got some little scatter pellets. I think that's from me from yesterday from cleaning out up there. And I push it down there and then down on the ground, sweep it on the ground. And I must have forgot to clear off your table, Clark. They're fighting. Hi, mister. You say hi? So cute. And there's Daisy. She had to have a B12 shot last week because I forgot I had that tape on my hands. She went down and I was scared because I thought she had that pregnancy toxosis. I can't even pronounce it all. Toxemia. That's when they have too many ketones in their blood, but she didn't. So we gave her some cayenne pepper and molasses mixed up, put that on her gums to warm her up because her temperature was 101.3. It's supposed to be 10, no, it was 100.3. It's supposed to be 101.5 up to 103.5. So it was a little low for my liking. Louie was 102.5, so that meant she was 2 degrees under what she was supposed to be. Gave her some cayenne pepper and molasses mixed up, put it on her gum. She hated that. Gave her a few minutes for her temperature to get back up, and once that got back up, we gave her a shot of B12. Man, that stuff is harsh. I'm going to have to make sure that I do a video the next time that we administer that. See? Naughty goat. Naughty goat. And in the meantime, I have to get out here and get this. I have been so worried about getting all of the kidding stuff ordered and doing my research on that I haven't really paid much attention to these guys out here in their barn. As you can tell, it's pretty nasty. I did get this scooped out. See, I told you they'd eat it all. And that they did. So there's one left right there. That one has a little bit left in it. They drink all the water, which tells me that they're drinking water, which is a good thing. It's mostly this girl that does that, though. She likes to eat. So I did get this scooped out, got rid of all the nasty hay and stuff because we were doing the deep litter method. As you can tell, this ground here looks a lot healthier than this stuff here. And this is like legit concrete. Like you have to dig to get under it because of the urine from the deep litter method. So what we're going to do is I dug all this out. I'm going to have to do it again. But we're planning on pouring, because my husband's a concrete man, he's going to pour me a slab that is 4 foot by 12 foot. And then we're going to lay down, once that dries, we're going to lay down some hay, and that will be our kidding stalls. So I know I've told you guys this a million times, but I'm super excited and stoked about it we're going to have, this is going to be Hazel's. And from there to there will be Louie's. And then from here to there will be Daisy's. And so they won't be able to get to the babies, to each other's babies, but they'll be able to see each other still. Now, my one flaw that I found in that is, I'm afraid with this hog panel concrete stuff that we have here, it's, first of all, it's rusty. And I did do the girls' CDT shots 2 weeks ago. You're supposed to do that a month before the babies are born, and then you do it after the babies, you actually administer it to the babies. I'm not sure at what age, I think a month old or 2 months old or something, but I'm worried about these because I know the babies will be able to get through. And then I'm worried about putting chicken wire over it like this, so the babies won't be able to get through, but what if they get caught up in that? So we shall see. We're not quite sure on how we're going to do that yet. That was the plan, but now I'm thinking it probably would be better if we did not plywood. The reason I'm worried about plywood is because babies will actually gnaw at this, the plywood pieces, and it's got that glue in it that could kill them. Now we're not planning on having them in here very long. It's just the fact that, what if? We want our babies to be healthy as possible. So what I want to do is I want to get a piece of actual wood to put in between, and we'll probably do that so that Daisy would be able to see out with her head. So probably about that high. That's my plan. I don't know yet. The babies are going to have little tiny buds for horns, so we're not worried about their heads getting stuck. We're just worried about them being able to get through. And this girl doesn't get along with that girl, which is why that pretty little girl is up there, because she is the odd man out. That is where she eats and gets her alfalfa. That's why she's waiting for me, because these guys will not let her eat good stuff. So we usually bring it over here for her to eat, and I'll set it right in here, and she'll num it. And that allows Louie to get up there. Maybe. She's getting a little tubby. But this girl can't. She won't. That's too much work for her. See, there you go. Because sometimes this one won't let that one eat either. This one is very food aggressive, because she's spoiled. Because she's my best friend. So that's that in a long shot. I know I rambled a lot, but probably making you guys all sick and dizzy. One of these days I'll get these videos figured out, but for the most part, I personally think that they're funnier, non-scripted, and my kids like to see my personality. So there's that. Right, Louie? 2 of them. Gabe's gonna come over and kick your butt. Ursula's kind of like, what's going on? See, they fight over that one. I don't know why they don't use the other one. They only use that one box. That's it. All these, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. One is extra small because my Rhode Island Reds are kind of small right now. Just in case they decide they want to lay. They are exactly 5 months. They're actually going to be 6 months in a couple weeks. So they're able to lay. They're just not laying because it's cold. And then I have some little Isa Browns that are ready. We'll see. There's always something in this barn. Right, Louie? This is the only thing that stinks about winter is I am so cold. I know these guys are cold. I don't know how I'm going to keep those babies warm. That was the other... Hey! I'm talking. Hush. Oh, there's Sweater. Hold on. Squirrel. There's Sweater. That's the girl that John named because she got attacked by Allie. And Allie almost took her neck off. You guys can see that little patch of feathers that's not coming back. That was Allie's last bird attack. And then she got the shock collar. I know it sounds inhumane, but she doesn't attack birds anymore. Between that and being actual decent chicken owners, kind of responsible. So there's that. And we're holding steady at number 47. We have 47 chickens. They get counted every week when they're up on their perches, and we're never missing one. That's the good thing about winter. The bad thing about winter is this mess. In the summertime, they don't get bored. They have the whole 3 acres to wander and roam. They always stay in the yard for the most part, except for that girl when she likes to go exploring because Mom left her. Huh. She didn't get very far, though. They just go over by the horses. Nocha. But they get bored, and they do stuff like that. That was you, wasn't it? Yeah. So, that's the most adventure that I've got for the day. You got minerals in there still? What we're doing for minerals now, see they have the baking soda on one side, and then I do a mix on the other side to get them to eat their minerals. Is we do, oh, I'll have to go in the other little house. This stuff. Diamond V Original XP Yeast Culture. So I asked my feed store lady, because she's amazing, if she carried this. And she didn't. But what she did was she got on the phone and she figured out how she could order it. And then when she ordered it, because they come in 20-pound or 40-pound bags, she broke it up. She broke the 20-pound bag up into smaller, and maybe it was a 30-pound bag. I think maybe it was a 30-pound bag, into smaller increments for me. Not only that, but the 20-pound bag is, I want to say, $40. And the 40-pound bag is like $80. Okay. She is actually selling it at the price that she pays for it as a feed store to see how much money she can make off of it. So I highly recommend this. I can't remember who it is on YouTube that does this, that introduced me to this. I think it might have been Rose or Danelle from Read 'em and Weep. But anyway, one of them introduced me to this, and they told me all of the good stuff that it has about it. They're also the person that feeds their goats, I think it might be Rose, feeds their goats beet pulp, which this is my shredded beet pulp bag. I think it's $14 for that great big huge bag, and it will last literally forever, like 3-4 months. And then we just got the dehydrated alfalfa pellets from my feed store because I try to buy absolutely everything from her. What she has in is what I buy. But yeah, we do, it's only 1 teaspoon of that yeast culture per goat per day. So that bag will last me literally forever. And what I do in the meantime is I have these old peanut containers. It's got chicken poop all over it because they were being jerks. But I get these peanut containers. They were 2 for $1, I think, at the Amish store. And of course, peanuts don't go bad. Whatever it is, what it is. We ate the peanuts, and I have these clear plastic containers that you can get like at Dollar Tree if you wanted to. And I put the yeast culture in this because this is goat proof. My goats have yet to figure out how to get in this. Now, I don't leave it down for them to have access to it to break it open. It's up on a shelf, but if it does get knocked over, it's going to take them quite a while, and I'll notice that it's down on the ground. And that's what I do for those. This is my minerals. This is the Mana Pro minerals. Some people say yay on that, and some people say nay, but that's what we go with because that's what my goats actually eat. Then we have kelp that is actually in the car. It's shredded kelp or something kelp that I get from the feed store. It's made for goats. It's feed grade. I could eat it if I wanted to. We do that and some black oil sunflower seeds, which is in the barn. I forgot to grab it because it's full. So I'm going to refill these guys and take them back out there. I bought this, I want to say in October. And that's what I have left. So that is that. That's my mineral spiel for the day. I think I went over everything. Great big huge bag of sunflower seeds. Now, I would not recommend leaving your feed open like this at all. Because as you can tell, I think I might have a mouse. And you do not want mice getting in your feed containers. But until I get big plastic bins to put in here to fill these with, this is what we're going to do for now. That's what I got. I'm going on a bag of chicken feed right there. But, yep. Another thing that's really cool that I discovered, that if you call your, what do they call them? Dumpster people. Like, trash companies, I guess, the garbage people. If you call them and ask them if they have any spare bins that they are selling, they will tell you yes. I'm buying some for $10 for those great big huge bins. I'll show you. We actually use one for garbage right now. But they're only $10 around here. You can't pass that up. It's a great big huge bin. It's got rollers on it. It's heavy duty. The goats can't knock it over. Well, they could, but I think I'm going to do that for my feed. And then maybe a bungee cord on the top. So there's that. There's my spiel for the day. I'm hoping I can edit the majority of this out, but you all know me. I don't edit. So you'll have to deal with the spiel.